Alright, shalom, shalom. Alright, before I get started, I want to give all praise and honor and glory unto Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushai, Hashem, Rakah, Kodash. Alright, double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And shalom, Wakasah, Lahabakyar, which means peace and mercy to the elect. Throughout the four corners, wherever you may be. Alright, I'm the brother Omar from the branch of GMS Cleveland. Come back at you with another video. Lord willing, this be edifying to whoever may be watching. And just want to get this video in real quick while I'm on the road. And what I'm seeing, man, like just the weather and how things are looking. It's some dark times, that we're in. But right now here in Cleveland, Ohio, we have a snowstorm, which I'm pretty sure is like this all over, like the Northeast. A part of America. All right, like New York area, over here, Ohio, Chicago, Detroit area, like the Midwest, the Northeast area. But like I said all that to say, man, it's a lot of judgment that's going out as well. Like I literally just passed like maybe 4 cars, literally just within a matter of a few yards within each other, and they was in accidents. You know what I'm saying? Or they stay stuck on the road. You know what I'm saying? They got like I said, they stuck in a ditch, and that's not a good feeling, man. You feel hopeless or helpless. You can't do anything about that. But that's, like I said, that's a foreshadowing of the times that we are in and the times that we're coming into. A lot of you people, man, you won't be left out there to dry. All right. Like I said, I seen these people with multiple cars stuck in the snow and couldn't get out, and just there. And like they just left there, and that's how it's gonna be. These times that we're headed in, man. All right, because you people, you got no protector, you got no shield. You know what I mean? What's keeping us afloat? The believers, we understand that Yahweh Shemel Shah, and that any given day, if the Lord sees fit, He can judge us to a point where He calls us back to the spirit world. But these people, they don't have that mindset. They just go about their lives doing whatever the hell they feel like they want to do. You know what I'm saying? And just being pretty much caught up in the flesh. Alright? But anyway, man, let me get this real quick, man. Because this is the reason why the scriptures say what they say, man. The scriptures, it's a message that the Lord is, bringing forth through His men. And some people won't take heed and some people not. Matter of fact, before I even get this, let me actually go here real quick. This is Proverbs 22 and 3. All right, it says, "A prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself, but the simple pass on and are punished," man. So if you are prudent, all right, if you're an individual that checks out things, that are circumspect, that look things up, and that's diligent about certain things concerning your safety, all right, your well-being, all right, you will take heed to this, man. You ain't gonna just overlook this. You ain't gonna just be like, man, they ain't talking about nothing. You know what I'm saying? You will be like, damn, you know what I'm saying? This message that they're bringing out, it can potentially save my life. All right, instead of just like the next part of the verse says, it says, "But the simple pass on are punished." You don't want to be that. You don't want to be like the individuals that don't take heed to this word, that just say, man, they ain't talking about nothing. And especially if you're in person, you get to walk past a camp and you just literally walk past, or you stop for a brief second and then you hear me talking about it, you just literally go about your day. Those simple ones, they pass on, and then when they get punished, like the scriptures just said, now all of a sudden, it's God help me and this, that, and the third. Nah, you should have took heed when the men of the Lord was talking to you, man, through the spirit power of the Lord, man. Because people act like we come with our own message. All right, we speak the words that are in the Bible. All right, we give you warning. All right, that's why the Lord said in the book of Ezekiel, All right, it says give them warning whether they hear or forbear. All right, if you don't take heed, man, that's on you. All right, especially if you heard the word, especially if you was an individual that was even in the fold. You know what I'm saying? And you go back into the world, man. Now all, look that when the Lord judge you, all right, he's justified, man. All right. So I got that out the way, man. Let me get this, man, because even with the situation like that's over there in Minnesota, man. Like if you've been paying attention, that stuff is is heating up. The elder brother Thambia, we call him Ruben. He was talking about that yesterday, man. He pretty much said pray, pray to the Lord that that pretty much that situation over there in Minnesota that spreads, all right, because we want more of this to take place, man, because you people need to wake up and smell the coffee. People need to wake up and acknowledge what your government is doing and how they're moving. How this is pretty much becoming a tyrannical dictatorship, all right, and they making it very, very clear that they don't give a damn about you, all right, especially since they're actually just blatantly murdering you people, and they even doing it to you Edomites now, all right. So that's how we at the end. All right, they weren't doing stuff like this before, not on public, television, or if they did, it would kind of make sure they conceal it or it wouldn't get out there, it wouldn't be all in the news, right? Because Esau Edom has a certain image that he portrays to the world, that he wants, a certain, vibration going out, that no harm can be done to the Edomite man, woman, and child. But that's changing. The Lord is allowing even other Edomites to kill Edomites to kill other Edomites. All right, and we, like I said, we've been warning you about these things. But anyway, let me go ahead and hit these last few scriptures, man. This is Ecclesiastes 12:1. It says, "Remember now thy Creator in the days of thy youth." All right, why did the Lord say, "Remember thy Creator in the days of thy youth," man? Because you want to know and understand that you want to gather this information. All right, obviously from youth on up if you can, but you don't want to wait until you some old individual, whether you're a man or woman, and now you're talking about trying to seek the Lord. No, man. The Lord says, "Seek thy Creator in the days of thy youth," man. Because what a lot of our people tend to do, all right, they live up their glory days, live out their glory days, and live it up. And then as they get older, now that the world is not as appealing to them, or they can't have as much fun as they used to, or the Lord literally slows them down with some type of ailment or just old age, and they realize they gotta sit their ass down, then they try to seek God, so to speak. Like, nah, man. You gotta be sincere with this thing all the way from a youth on up, all the way to your so-called old age, if that's the Lord's will. You know what I'm saying? But we understand that we ain't gonna grow old in this place, man. All right. Anyway, it says, "While the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh, but thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them." Yep. So before the evil days come, you want to make sure you take heed. You want to make sure you're aware of what's happening, and what's about to take place, and get in the right spirit and pray that the Lord, if you are an Israelite, pray that the Lord protects you in these days, because there's nothing none of us can do, in all honesty, about what's about to take place and what's happening. Any of these situations that's happening to any of these people, they easily happen to one of us. But we praying that the Lord have mercy upon us and He shields us from the things that are happening in the world. It says, "While the sun or the light or the moon," it says, "or the stars be not darkened, nor the clouds return after the rain." It says, "In the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble," it says that the strong men shall bow themselves. It says that the grinders cease because they are few, and those that look out of the windows be darkened, man. Right? The keepers is talking about the economists. They pretty much give you the foresight on how the so-called near future is looking with the stock market and the charts and the graphs and the GDP and all the other stuff, man. All right. Because a lot of that affects day-to-day living, all right, and the buying and selling and all that, you know what I'm saying, and the grinders. It says and the grinders and the grinding is low. That's talking about what the work. So it says verse 4. It says the doors shall be shut in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low. And he shall rise up at the voice of the bird. It says all the daughters of music shall be brought low, man. You know, you start to see that more and more. All right, about there's little no work out here. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to make a living. You know, like I said, we in some bad times, man. All right, people, homelessness is going up. Divorce rates, not just divorce rates, but homelessness, foreclosures. What's the other thing? When you get kicked out, your place, evictions. You know what I'm saying? People losing their cars because they can't afford these high ass car notes. So that's why we say, man, you better take heed to this word, man. All right, don't bullshit with this grace period, man. All right, especially in the times that we're coming in. I don't say shalom.